tell you that Zalati, the neutral athlete, qualifies for Paris along with Arakawa of Japan, and third place Lembrovicius for Lithuania. Fourth place Vasilev, fifth place Mumalo, and sixth place Pimenov.
Well, it's all happening at high speed. We had a delayed race earlier on. We had a false start, which has thrown the program a little bit. But we will take you back for the women's single scull B final now.
So a neutral athlete in lane 1, Tatiana Klimovic, Tokyo Olympian, finished 13th in that event. The Swiss sculler with the Macon blade, the symmetrical blade, aurelia-maxima Janssen. In lane 2, the Olympic bronze medalist from Austria. In lane 3, Magdalena Nobdig. We're live with this start. The German European bronze medalist from 2022, Alexandra Foster, the under-23 champion 2 in 4. Jovana Arsic, the fast-starting Serbian, in lane 5. And Virginia Diaz-Rivas from Spain in lane 6. Diaz-Rivas now swapped one blade, or two, yeah, one blade for 2, and she's now in the single, the 32-year-old Spanish sculler.
And leading in the centre of the field, it is Magdalena Lobnig and Alexandra Foster. You know, these were two athletes that I expected to be seeing in the A final, to be honest. In fact, it looks like Janssen from Switzerland's had a great start there as well, but I really expected to see Lobnig and Foster in the A final. They'll be gutted to be here in the B final, but they've got an important race, an important job to do today.
Top 3 will come through. And as we saw in the men's B final, you can't take anything for granted. Top 3 go through to Paris, I should say.
Yeah, top 3 places here for the Paris Olympics. We're looking now at Magdalena Lobnig. She's got back into the single, having entered here in the double with her sister, but she's racing back in the single. She's solidly up in that first place. You can see Janssen, the Swiss sculler, using those old-fashioned conventional symmetrical blades beside her. But now we're looking at Jovana Arsic. She's over here in lane number 5. She's the home favourite. It's her birthday today. What a great present it would be if she could get the 3rd place and qualify for Paris. She's in the position now, but that's only out here through 500 metres.
She is a fast starter, and the thing we're talking about with Serbians is they don't seem to have a finish. We saw it with Niki Pimenov, and what are we going to see with Jovana Arsic in this race?
So in this race, we have the neutral athlete in lane 1, Klimovic, and in the previous race, Zalati, the neutral athlete, won the race. It's important to note that the neutral athletes do not qualify for the Paris Olympic Games, so just wanting to make that clear that even though it is the top 9 who qualify, the neutral athletes do not qualify because only a National Olympic Committee can qualify a boat for the Games.
So does that mean the Bulgarian athlete who finished 4th?
No, so those positions, if a neutral athlete finishes in a qualifying position, the position will be held by World Rowing, so it won't automatically go to the next rower, so it will be held at this stage, and they're still working out how to use that. But the neutral athletes cannot qualify because they don't have a National Olympic Committee.
Sarah Cook on World Rowing Council, CEO of Rowing Australia, giving us the in there, but it was an exciting race. So it seems a shame the neutral athlete doesn't grab a qualification slot, I must say, after all that effort. Jovana Arsic there in lane 5 from Serbia, the 30-year-old athlete coached by Niki Stojic, who's looking after all the crews here.
Well, we take a look now at the front of the field, and it's all about who's going to qualify from this race. We've got 3 clear leaders. It's Alexandra Foster of Germany, who's back in 4th place. These 3 will want to stay ahead as you look at that really interesting and smooth rhythm that we get from Janssen, the Swiss sculler. And now we're back here with Magdalena Lobnig, who's trying to just find the form she had in the past, Olympic bronze medalist, to just be out there and make sure she keeps controlling this race.
And of course, there would be the opportunity for Magdalena, even if she qualifies the single here, to show up in that double combination with her sister next year at final Olympic qualification to try and seal that position. But I'm sure she will be looking to hedge her bets, get that qualifying position in the singles, so she's got options come 2024.
Jovana Arsic has moved through in that second quarter. The 30-year-old Serb has taken the lead. She did make the Tokyo Games.
And speaking of her age, it is, of course, her birthday today, the 10th of September. So happy birthday to Jovana Arsic.
Yeah. great birthday present if she can stay in the top three. So it's Arsic leading the race. It's Magdalena Lobnig in second place. It is aurelia-maxima Janssen, the Swiss sculling sensation, with the Macon blades over there on the far side. Lobnig has been trying to build her confidence through this regatta.
Well, we're taking a look at Alexandra Forster. She's back there in third place. She's only got 33 strokes a minute. She's going to have to make a big move as we're looking at Janssen and that lovely rhythm she has with those old blades, just kind of swinging along in third place there.
It's interesting how she rose, and I wonder if it is a function of those blades. Everything sort of comes back together, whereas the other scullers, they're sort of really driven down low. As you can see, the two leading scullers, and then the body swing follows, whereas Janssen, everything kind of comes back together and unfolds. So just an interesting technique, and I wonder if that's sort of driven by that Macon shape of the blades.
Yeah, she can scull much more long with those blades. Lobnig coming back on Arsic a little bit now. Alexandra Forster, we saw her sprint to take gold in Lucerne back in 2022, a sensational sprint past, I think it was Tyler Rigney, the Australian sculler, on that occasion. What will the German unleash here?
Well, I think the German is lining up to unleash something. We know she can sprint. I can't help think she's going to put pressure now on the Swiss sculler, and whether the two at the front are completely clear, but you can see it in that picture now. The German sculler is virtually level with the Swiss.
Lobnig in second place, trucking for the Serbian, who will come under pressure from not only the Austrian, but we think the German, and maybe the neutral athlete might have some say over there in lane one. But Arsic is determined to give Serbia something to cheer about in this last quarter.
Well, I like the move that I'm seeing from Magdalena Lobnig. She's started to move on. I think she's looking pretty safe at the front of the field, but you could see Janssen's face there. She looked like she was really struggling.
And confirming that the German has moved through the Swiss sculler. The German up, Alexandra Forster into third position, into qualifying position. A great scull here from Arsic to get herself into a strong position to qualify, but the Olympic bronze medalist Magdalena Lobnig of Austria moving through into the lead.
The field will close up. Magdalena Lobnig, of course. Alexandra Forster right in there, the fastest moving boat on the course. Under pressure, has the Serb got enough distance on Janssen, the Swiss, to stay in that third place qualification position? Here comes, that's the Austrian sculler in the lead. Here comes Alexandra Forster with lane number 4 through Arsic, but Arsic is still in that third place for Serbia.
Yeah, locked together there, but the German's starting to go. This is what we're used to seeing from her. She's up at 38 strokes per minute, sprinting down to the line. She's going to go for Lobnig, but Lobnig's done the work early. I think she's going to maintain this lead.
Magdalena Lobnig, the Olympic bronze medalist from Tokyo. She was in the final in Rio too. She keeps her bows in front. She will grab 7th place and win a Paris slot. Alexandra Forster grabs 1-2 for the German women's sculling team. And hallelujah, at last something for Serbia to cheer about. Jovana Arsic takes the 3rd place and a direct slot for qualifying for Paris. Tatiana Klimovic over there in 4th. And Virginia Diaz-Rivas in 6th place. Will have to go again. Aurelia-maxima Janssen, I think she finished maybe back in 5th place.
Yeah, she got pushed right back, but a great finish from the German sculler. Big last 500. She knew what she needed to do, brought herself up to that 2nd position, got up towards Magdalena Lobnig, but this was the one that got the home crowd cheering. A good qualification from Jovana Arsic on her birthday. 3rd position, 9th, and qualifying that boat for the Paris Olympic Games next year.